The president dropped that line about babies are meant to survive, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, cool. They're going to make it to Link. And her ass gotta die? Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Paradise on Hulu. Season 2, we are discussing episode 4. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. And before we get into this Paradise episode, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And be sure to talk to us in the comments because the theories last week were really good. Somebody was talking about time travel. Like, we love to talk and talk back. This is one of those shows you got to talk through. Okay, so talk to us in the comments and tell us your theories, your thoughts, all that good stuff. So let's get into this episode 4. First of all, Annie is gone. I'm not understanding. I'm about to have to Google this, though. What is this placenta not coming out and she dies because of it? I'm like, I thought she just pushed
I've never heard of that
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of people saying that, like, you have to push the baby and then you think you're done and you got to push the placenta out. I thought I heard stories like that, but like, what is this? I'm like, a new way for women to die? Shit, I ain't got time.
No, literally, I was actually thinking, is this how women die in childbirth? Like, is it dealing with the placenta? I don't know.
Clue, to be honest.
I will be the first,
didn't think it was.
probably. Yeah, I'll be the first to say that is something that I don't research or look into enough. Probably because I'm not in a space where I'm looking to be pregnant, and so like the maternal health and pregnancy processes, I'm not necessarily super educated and well versed on. I know the basics, but honey, when it happened, I said, "Oh my God!" And I knew preeclampsia caused challenges, like when they were showing her big ass feet, when they was showing the blood pressure. I said, "Okay, there's she's having some complications." Then she said she had preeclampsia, but I sure was not expecting her to go out.
Yeah, me neither. And I also wasn't expecting it, like, the reason, like they said, the placenta wouldn't come out. I was just like, push it out, girl. That's just push it. I don't know. So I don't know. Moms,
but she said
be in the comments. Let us know. Because she's a medical student, or was,
Yeah. But they were dipping back into the past when Xavier had broke his leg or whatever when he got off that plane. So I thought when they was going back to when the first person in Paradise was having a baby, I thought it was going to be, Xavier's going to know what to do to deliver this baby. Just like he knew how he was like, right. Just like he knew how to do, he was like, turn past whatever time when he was trying to fix his leg. So I was like, okay, everything is going to be well. The baby is going to survive. The president dropped that line about babies are meant to survive, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, cool. It's going to be great. And they're going to make it to Link. And her ass gotta die?
Yeah, and I'm not clear as to why they spent all that time in episode 1 and 2 building her up just for this. I personally am not a huge fan of them writing her off like this because it felt like a waste. It felt like y'all just wasted my first 2 episodes. And what are we doing? Just for shock value? I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of that.
No, I would have to agree. I definitely was like, not y'all making me fall in love with the character and excited to see where it goes just to snatch it away. It was giving like Billy rerun, but at least we got Billy through the season. You know what I'm saying? When that happened, I literally was like, oh, hell no. I promise you.
Yeah, no.
Like, what the heck? Like, and it was so dramatic. Like,
yeah.
I was sad. Because they wholeheartedly made us believe that Link was going to see that baby and his baby mama.
Yeah. That was definitely a loss for the season because she was a smart person. I feel like she could have got him out of some stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And so we also see that Xavier, he makes it to Atlanta, which was exciting. When he crossed the Atlanta city line, I was like,
with that baby.
With the baby on the horse. I said, everybody made it.
Yeah.
What did you think of homeboy busting out the mailroom?
You talking about the guy who said his
Yeah, at
wife
the
was
end.
taken? I don't know what to make of that right now, but it's very interesting. I am visiting family, right? So I had to watch the episode and they just were in there. They hadn't watched anything and they were like, "What is this? The Walking Dead?" And I promise you, I know I mentioned that a gazillion times. They're like, this reminds me of The Walking Dead." And it's like that, especially that scene when he's going and he's like, everything's deserted. And the guy's like, "I knew Terry." And I was like, "Know her how?" He was like, "She's my partner for 3 years." I was like, he was like a sister. I was like, okay, because this is
Oh,
a married
honestly.
woman. This is a married woman you talking to. But I don't know what to make of it. I don't know. I feel like this episode, like, a little too little. A little too little of like, they didn't have
Mm.
enough. Like, I need a little more on my plate. That for
Yeah.
this, that's how I feel. Like, I think the show's good as a whole. I would have liked them to have dropped 2 episodes this week. I know they only, I guess they're doing 8 or 10 for the
I think it's
series
10.
season. 10 would be lovely, especially the way they like to slow walk something. 10 would be lovely, but either way, I think they should drop 2 a week. So I don't feel
Yeah.
like we have enough information to know a lot about this or what's happening. It's just completely like, wow, different direction. He's got to now find who took her.
Yeah. Right.
So I feel
I
like they could have made the
agree.
journey to her longer rather than make us get to her supposedly and then she's not there and something else happened. They could
I
have.
wholeheartedly disagree, baby. I say get that over with, baby, because I need him to get back to paradise with everybody in hand.
But I'm saying, like, they obviously want, like, the writers want it to be a long journey, like this whole getting to her, right? And so I guess what I'm saying is I maybe would have rathered it be, well, I guess it is boring to just see him go to Atlanta. I don't know. I guess he has to
because
have
it
twists
was
and
going to be him
turns.
going along the way, listening to everybody's
I
stories,
know, right?
like
I mean,
gather
I
around
guess
the campfire
I
and
guess
grab your
I
resources.
no, I guess I expected it to be more like what the journey with Annie has been. Like, they've run into a couple people. These people helped them with a baby. Maybe people join him. Maybe they don't join him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think I was expecting. Maybe it's like as he goes along, he gets a posse. Like, we heard this woman talking about her grandchild that she was trying to get laid in the back of the truck, a teenager, then bloom, she's a grandma. And it's like all these little human moments, they introduce us to it, and then they just, shoot, it's not relevant to move forward. These kids I run into, boop, they're gone, not relevant, move forward. And so I guess what I'm saying is, like, I would have liked to see a little bit more, him developing a little caravan, him saying, like, look, we got an actual bunker. And they're like, he got a bunker. Y'all trying to roll? Like, they feed him a little bit. He stays for a little bit. Maybe not the whole camp goes, but some people go and they go on to this journey with him and say, like, hey, I'm going to Atlanta first, but after that, we're going back to Colorado to the bunker, and I feel like that journey towards like trying to find her and amassing like a group of people would be nice to have add-on characters,
Yeah,
because they could kill off, if they have lots of characters, they could kill off some, but they just killing off. I ain't like the Annie
the
kill
important
off,
ones.
Yeah, too early. And you gave us 2 whole basically episodes of her. Maybe it's coming through, but I'm a little disappointed. I didn't like this. I didn't like this. So
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I didn't like it either. Yeah, but the guy at the end, I was like, why? It was the cadence in which he was speaking where I was like, okay, something about what he's saying in terms of she was my partner, she was my very best friend, she was the only person I had for these last couple of years, and she was taken from me. I'm sitting here like, is this a coded message? Like, what is going on with the way he's saying this? So, everything in paradise be connected. So I'm trying to figure out what that's going to be connected to. I feel like paradise allows me to safely be a conspiracy theorist. So
no, I feel you.
Is that a theory? Is that a theory? Is that a theory? Is that a theory?
Yeah,
But yeah, so we
because
shall
I
see
hadn't
what
even thought
happens.
about the guy as
Yeah.
it being something, but you're right, it could be.
But yeah, the other thing that I wanted to touch on was how Xavier and Link are connected with these dreams. When Link was sleeping, he had the dream where he turned around and saw Xavier.
Yeah.
When Xavier was sleeping, or when he touched the ID, he had the dream or vision of him of Link turning around to look at him. So I'm trying to figure out how they are connected. And remember, In the last drop episodes, they nose was bleeding. So
that's
I'm like, are they time traveling?
Yeah, that's what to say. I'm like, the person in the comments said something about the time traveling, or somebody somewhere said something about the time traveling, and I'm starting to think about that, or like the quantum physics of it all. Like, are there multiple? They're able to hop through multiple timelines. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's giving something is happening, like something on that regard, but I don't know, girl.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm also wondering too, like with Link, I'm like, was he created in another world or universe or something like that? Because how is it that he has these visions? He's also the one person that the doctor who owned the company said is the one person that could save the world, right? Like
is that what he said? Because I thought he said
yes. He was like the state of the world depends on it before Billy killed him.
I don't remember that
in the first batch of episodes. Yeah. So there's lots of things floating around.
We didn't see like a ton of Sinatra this episode, but we saw her involvement with the baby. That feels like a little conspiracy coded to me because she was so like focused on the baby, and so like who offers to babysit somebody's baby? You know what I mean?
Sinatra of all people.
Right. She doesn't give motherly. She doesn't give maternal instincts. And I mean, she does have her child, who, by the way, is named Dylan. I don't know if we said it or somebody in the comments was like wondering if Alex was her son or her child. I don't know, but not her child. Dylan is her son's name. But yeah, that was a little weird. So I was wondering what that was about because she didn't seem too interested when the baby was about to be born, when the president was all interested. But afterwards, she was just like, let me tell you a secret.
Yeah, no, baby, when she showed up at that woman's doorstep, I just knew something crazy was about to happen. And I was like, Sinatra, you so crazy. I can't even trust you around a baby. Like,
right.
I was like, why am I having these thoughts? And I was reminded, well, Sinatra is crazy. Yeah. So that's why I'm having these thoughts. Yeah. She there to harm the mama, the baby. What is happening?
That's right.
But she told the baby, nobody else knows this, but we're going to go back to the real world. So possibly whatever it is that she's draining energy from is to make sure that happens. In the beginning of the episode, we see her saying, everyone said time would help. It's not helping. Time is making it worse because it's taking me further away from when he was here. And she was talking about, the loss of her son. So it is interesting. It's like this whole thing with time. The scientist in the last drop of episode said time is the only thing that's going to make things better or help it get back to where it was, because we still got to go through this hot balloon phase there on Earth or whatever, when he said everyone's going to pretty much get crushed by the pressure. So
does that mean people in the dome too?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Yeah,
he didn't say, but he did say, like, billionaires think they can throw money at all the problems and just run from them. So,
yeah, I feel like season 2 is giving us too many questions. Like, I don't know. I need a balance. I feel like season 1 was very surprising because what season 1 was is you thought in the first episode, hey, everybody this is just a regular CIA. He's Secret Service following the president. Somebody didn't kill the president. It's a mystery to unfold. Like the guy who killed the president in season 1, it just feels like unrelated to where we are. And that was the big thing that opened up season 1. It was like, who killed? And then it was like, oh, what's happening? And then it was like, oh, we have a secret assassin, Jane. And so it feels like we're shifting too far into just unanswered endless questions. I'm not a huge fan right now. I'm not trying to not down it. I know we have like offering these different perspectives, but I'm not a huge fan of the open-ended questions and not like a active mystery, because it's just like I feel like I see the artistry. I do. And I feel like I'm watching the artistry of like storytelling and development, but I want to see a little unfolding of a mystery. I want to see pieces to the puzzle like For real. You get me? So
yeah. Well, I think the biggest puzzle here is who is Alex. I think that's the big question of the season. Because whatever Alex is, or whoever Alex is, I feel like it has something to do with how Paradise moves forward. We know that Alex is somebody that's protected by Sinatra. We know Alex is someone that is connected to the man who owned the system. And by proxy, we know Alex is somehow connected to Link, because Link said, I got to go in there and kill Alex. So it's like, who is Alex? I think that's what it's all going to come into. And I think this side quest for Xavier to find the wife is a side project. I think that is like a its own.
But it's
side
so
thing.
weird. It's because it's like he is the main character and he is on a side quest. Like, yeah, I know I know they're gonna wrap it all around. So I have faith in that throughout the season. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm not watching. You know, I'm not like that. I just feel like there is, like, if you're gonna drop an episode like this, I mean, maybe it's just me. Like, y'all let us know how you feel in the comments. But if you're gonna drop an episode like this, I feel like it needed a second one with a little bit more answers, a little more pieces to the puzzle, because I feel like this one just opened up more answers and then gave us the disappointment of Annie. Like, after you've built her up, she's gone. So it's like, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I would have liked a second one just to wrap something up.
Yeah.
And not through death. Definitely not through death.
But
it is a lot going on, because like we still have, we're barely in Paradise this season. We've been outside of Paradise.
Yeah.
So
and it's fine to be out there, but you want to build up these characters. You done started. I thought we was building up with Annie, and then we turn around and Annie is not a part of the character. So now we have Link, which the episode ends on Link and his crew. You know, he said, sorry for love actually you. And he's got this. I had to rewind that a couple times because I was like,
I wrote it down.
Yeah,
I know, right? Because I was like, what does that mean?
I was like, oh, it's a movie. It's a movie. Like, Love Actually. And I guess they doing the signs up.
Oh, like, he said like, sorry for love actually you.
Yeah.
That went over my head. I was like, what is he saying?
Yeah. And that's why it was like I had to rewind it, because I'm like, it just didn't make sense. You know how you speed reading is like jumping over words. You just get the gist and you're like, oh. Right. But I couldn't get the gist because I was like, what? This ain't even a word, actually. Right. But yeah, so they're like coming there full strong. And it was like a lot of them. I think it was more of them.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a whole camp.
And Annie done, she done energized him.
Right. Literally.
But it's been 9 months also, though, because that baby was born. So I'm like, Jesus, the way time is moving. Speaking of time travel, but it's just moving. Like, it's moving, but ain't shit happening.
Right. Right.
Like,
correct.
To talk correct. About. But, you know, I'm still watching. I like it.
Yeah. So, yes, lots of questions after this episode. Drop in the comments what your questions are, what your theories are. I think that's it for this episode. We're going to catch y'all next week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that follow, like all the things, hype us up. And we'll see y'all for Paradise.
All right. Bye. Next week. Bye.